I met my 31-year-old boyfriend a month ago and he quickly revealed, my ultimate dream is a threesome. As I panicked, he repeatedly hinted at a girl named Madison, claiming she'd be obedient to me. Now I'm left questioning if I'm enough for him. Can our relationship withstand this fantasy? Background: we have been dating for a month now, and he was very skeptical about our age difference at first. In fact, he almost did not agree to meet me again because of it. His previous girlfriends were all his age or even older. He told me not long after we met that his ultimate dream is to have a threesome. He never wanted it with previous girlfriends because they were not the one, only with me. So far, we have only researched potential partners for threesomes on OkCupid, which I was okay with. However, he found this girl. I changed her name to Madison and showed me his text messages with her discussing what we would do in a threesome together. Seeing this, I kind of panicked and lost my confidence. When I told him about my feelings, this is what happened. This chat took place over the last day. In our conversation, he did apologize for making me feel replaced and said, "What would be the fun in forcing you to do something?" However, he also continued to push the idea, even after I changed my mind, which was wrong of me for agreeing to it initially, and he still seems unable to let go of it. I know it's lengthy, but I bolded the parts I think are the most important. Either the instances where I say no to the threesomes, or where he shows consideration for my feelings, or where he does the opposite and cannot let go of his fantasy. My boyfriend: I was surprised that many of the girls who replied to my message considered themselves straight in their profiles. A couple of them even explicitly stated in their responses that they had no interest in a threesome or in anyone of the same sex. My boyfriend: actually, if you read Madison's profile, there is no indication of that. My boyfriend: I guess some women tend to be flexible about it under the right circumstances. My boyfriend: me, that's interesting, yes. Although you did mention that some girls responded but only wanted to see you without me. My boyfriend: no, but that was not the case. My boyfriend, for example, Madison. My boyfriend: she is completely straight in her profile. My boyfriend, however, she ended up being interested and asked me for your profile to see it. My boyfriend, Madison, was very clear to me that she is straight and has never considered kissing another girl until I brought it up. My boyfriend: I think she likes the idea of being submissive to me and being made to kiss you, even though she is straight. My boyfriend: she wants to be a part of our relationship in that way. Me, that sounds fun. What else would we do? How much detail have you discussed with her? Haha. My boyfriend: I told her I would like to take it super slowly. Me, haha, we said that and look what happened. My boyfriend: I wouldn't want to jump into sex right away at all. Not sure if that is what you want. Me, no, it's not with her. My boyfriend: since we talked for a while before meeting you, she has an idea of who I am, even if just virtually, so I guess she feels somewhat comfortable sharing things with me. My boyfriend: she is very submissive and likes the idea of being dominated. My boyfriend: I told her a few things about us. My boyfriend: I told her that we are considering getting a collar for you. My boyfriend: I also mentioned the spanking. My boyfriend: I think she got aroused. My boyfriend: she told me she wants a collar too. My boyfriend: she also said she would obey and do anything to you that I ordered. My boyfriend: even though she is straight. Me, I actually like the idea of you ordering the two of us around. My boyfriend: me, I should sleep, I'm so tired. My boyfriend: image omitted. My boyfriend: sorry for the collar picture. My boyfriend: are you comfortable with me having these conversations with her? I always make it clear that it is about you, me, and her. But I just want to know if you are comfortable with it as well. Me, yes, I'm fine with sharing you if it makes you happy. Me, she seems very sweet. My boyfriend: yes, she seems like a good girl. Me, that's cute. My boyfriend: sorry if I gave too many details about our relationship. If you want, I can stop. My boyfriend: want a hug. Me, yeah, wow, we haven't even met her in person yet, haha. Already, according to this chat, she's licking my pussy. My boyfriend: sorry, I got carried away by the conversation. My boyfriend: I can stop it if you want. Me's, no, don't. My boyfriend: my boyfriend, do you miss me? Me, yes, very much. My boyfriend: me too. My boyfriend: miss you, my names. My boyfriend: I would be very protective of whoever, if anyone, ever touches your pussy. My boyfriend: sorry to be so possessive. My boyfriend: I would choose her very carefully. My boyfriend: she would only be allowed to kiss her when you received permission from your owner. My boyfriend, sorry, I am getting extremely possessive right now. My boyfriend. Me, that's okay, I'd probably prefer kissing you to her anyway, it's fine. My boyfriend, missing you right now. My boyfriend, do you promise you would always be obedient to me if we are together? Always, always, always. Me, I'm not going to perform oral sex on her, by the way. Me, sorry. My boyfriend falling asleep and I have only about 5 hours left to sleep. Let's talk about this tomorrow, okay? My boyfriend, I would be happy to talk about it. My boyfriend, I wished you had answered yes to my last question, but I know my feelings are getting carried away right now. Sending you a hug. My boyfriend, sleep with the angels, my name. My boyfriend, and sorry to keep you up so late. Me, I answered yes before when we were in bed together because then you were talking about just us. But now that another person is involved, there is the issue of performing oral sex on her, and I am not comfortable with that. Me, but yes, let's talk about it tomorrow. My boyfriend, I can't take this distance anymore. My boyfriend, I wish I had you here over my lap, spanking you hard and hearing you say you are mine. My boyfriend, all mines. My boyfriend, I want to pull your hair as I spank you and hear you say you are mine over and over. Me, yours, or yours and Madison's. Me, what if you had to choose between us? Maybe we should just get this over with now. My boyfriend, mine's. My boyfriend, I have never met her. My boyfriend, it's a no-brainer. Me, I'm crying right now, I don't think I want this, I'm so sorry. My boyfriend, are you angry with me? Me's no. My boyfriend, no. My boyfriend, no. My boyfriend. Me, are you angry because I don't want her after all? My boyfriend, I don't know. My boyfriend, I just want you here with me and to hear you say you are mine. My boyfriend, and that's all. Me, that's all I want too. Me, but I don't want her, I tried to sleep and couldn't, I'm sorry. Me, you can try to find someone else, I guess, but I wouldn't want them either. It's not her, it's the fact that it would be someone else. Me, you said you would be okay if it ended up going nowhere. Me, but now it's like by this point you have created this fantasy and I am not living up to it. My boyfriend, I would. Me, like, have you bought me and Madison matching collars already? My boyfriend, I'm sorry I spoke too much with Madison. My boyfriend, it was just a fantasy chat, I never met her in real life. My boyfriend, and I do not expect it to be like that. Me, I know, and it's strange that she said she would do anything for you, even though she has never met you. Me, and you said at one point something like, I would love you and protect you too. My boyfriend, I am just as much expecting us to meet her for one coffee and probably walk away realizing it was not right for us. Me, you can't love two people at once. My boyfriend, I am terribly sorry that you are crying and I am not there with you. My boyfriend, this is terrible. My boyfriend, I should be with you protecting you, not a million miles away. Me, protecting me from what? Me, at least I can't love two people at once, and asking me to be intimate with someone I do not love is not fair. My boyfriend, I would just want you to be crying in my arms and talking in my ear instead of looking at a screen. My boyfriend, I probably should not have gotten ahead of myself in the fantasy chat. She said she would be happy to be my slave, and I said I would protect her if that were the case. I probably got too ahead of myself, and that is a million miles away from reality today. My boyfriend, I should have just stuck to the coffee. My boyfriend, I'm sorry. My boyfriend, I really need to sleep now, or I will be a zombie tomorrow. My boyfriend, though I would love to have this conversation in person. Me, I'm telling you now, I'm not doing this. I can't tell you to stop talking to her, it's your conversation, but I won't be a part of it. Please try to understand. My boyfriend, okay. My boyfriend, I did everything wrong. My boyfriend, I'm sorry. My boyfriend, have a good night. Me, I won't sleep at all, good night to you though. My boyfriend, there is no point in me continuing to talk with her if that is what is worrying you. My boyfriend, you need not worry. Me, please don't be angry. My boyfriend, right now, I just feel like an idiot for having said all those things to her and sharing them with you. Me, well, if you hadn't, I probably would have told you anyway that I'm not comfortable with it. Me, I'm the idiot for agreeing to it in the first place. My boyfriend, try to get some sleep, okay? My boyfriend, we are both super exhausted. My boyfriend, I am confused about everything right now. My boyfriend, well, thank you for taking it this far with me. My boyfriend, I feel like crying myself now. Me, don't cry. My boyfriend and I feel like a super idiot. Me, I'm sorry, you cannot imagine how much I miss you. My boyfriend, give it a try to sleep okay. My boyfriend, I have so many mixed feelings right now. My boyfriend, I can't explain. Me, try please. My boyfriend, I feel like the biggest idiot ever for creating a fantasy bubble in my head that makes no sense anyway since I am thousands of miles away. Who would want that or invest time in something like that? My boyfriend, and I guess I feel disappointment because that bubble burst, and I should have seen it coming. My boyfriend, on the other hand, there is this strong feeling that I want to have you here right now and spank you hard and just hear you say you are mine and how deeply you belong to me. My boyfriend in a million different ways. Me, well, yes, okay, it was a fantasy after all. Maybe I didn't realize how deeply you were invested in it. Me, I miss you though. Me, I want that, but when I imagine us together, it is just us. My boyfriend, a lot of mixed feelings. My boyfriend, right now, I am just thinking about us. My boyfriend, I guess I also feel like an idiot for wanting this with you when I didn't really want it with anyone else. My boyfriend, I don't know why. Me, because I am already part of your fantasy. Since I'm so inexperienced and you have told me so many times that that turns you on so much, you just need another girl to complete the fantasy. Me, is that why? Me, just what I think. My boyfriend, I have no idea. My boyfriend, maybe we just need to put this other girl thing on hold until we can figure things out in person. Me, okay. Me, I'm sorry to keep you from sleeping. My boyfriend, and yes, it's true. My boyfriend, you are already part of my fantasy, and I don't know if that is good or bad. My boyfriend, let's both try to sleep okay. Me, you're part of my fantasy too. Everyone is a part of their partner's fantasy to some extent, that's why we have types. My boyfriend, I mean, everything about you sounds too good to be true. Even wanting to live with me in the cabin in the woods thing. My boyfriend, I feel like I am in that movie Shutter Island or something. My boyfriend, maybe I am imagining things that have no connection with reality. My boyfriend, let's go to sleep. Me, you're not, no, you're not, don't do this to me right now, please. Me, I wasn't just saying that, I wasn't. Me, please don't think that. Me, I'm sorry, you can sleep. My boyfriend, I wish you were here right now. Me, am I too? My boyfriend, I feel disappointed. Me, I'm sorry. Me, I feel sick and empty. My boyfriend, for me, it was a beautiful fantasy, but let's not send messages to girls anymore. Doing that alone with you was a first for me, and I guess in a weird and naughty way, it made me feel like you were my companion and partner. My boyfriend, but it was totally new for me. My boyfriend, you don't get to experience many new things when you are 31, and that was one of them for me. My boyfriend, probably stupid. My boyfriend, I do not want you to feel sick and empty, and would never want to pursue anything like this if it does not make you happy. Me, no, it's just that it was too much for me. Like I can barely handle just you in bed, and emotionally it's way too much. Me, I'm sorry. Me, but no, it doesn't make me happy. You do, only you, not you plus someone else. My boyfriend, I overdid it with the stupid messages to Madison. My boyfriend, I like that you can barely handle me in bed. My boyfriend, I like you just the way you are, innocent, inexperienced, and quirky in a cute way. My boyfriend, I wouldn't change any of that. Me, I like you just the way you are. My boyfriend, and I definitely overdid it with the messages to Madison. My boyfriend, I guess maybe I was just testing how far she would go and let myself say things to her that went too far. My boyfriend, for no reason since we are a million miles away and none of this is happening. Me, that's entirely understandable. Me, how will you tell her I am not interested without hurting her feelings? My boyfriend, I mean, who cares if she would perform oral sex on anyone? We have never even met. My boyfriend, probably doing this whole thing at a distance wasn't such a great idea. My boyfriend, I wish we could talk in person. Me, am I too? My boyfriend, did it hurt you when I mentioned that I would get her a collar? Me, yes. My boyfriend, I am terribly sorry. My boyfriend, I could refrain from mentioning that to anyone else if you want. My boyfriend, I would never want you to feel replaced by anyone at all. My boyfriend, you can be my only collared kitty ever. Me, I do feel replaced when another girl is involved, particularly in the very intimate way of sleeping in a bed with us or something. Me, I would like to be your only collared kitty, yes. My boyfriend, I would want to hear you say you are my slave and will always be the most loyal and obedient slave I have ever had. Promise you will always obey me. Lillian. Intermission sexy talk. Lillian. Me, I hate being away from you. Me, I miss you terribly. My boyfriend, I want you here by my side. My boyfriend, I love it when we search for a girl together as a team side by side. My boyfriend, I am sorry I made you feel replaced, and I promise I will never do that again. My boyfriend, I am terribly sorry. Me, it's okay. Me, I'm sorry I said it was all right with me at first. Me, without thinking it through. My boyfriend, at some point, I did feel you wanted it just as much as I did. My boyfriend, I wish so much that you were next to me. My boyfriend, I would never want you to feel sick and empty again. My boyfriend, that is horrible. My boyfriend, I miss you so much. I don't know what is going on with me. Me, I miss you the same. I keep wondering what is wrong with me. Me, I wish I could tell you how I feel in person. My boyfriend, do you think you would ever consider being with a girl together if we found the right circumstances? Or do you completely dismiss it? My boyfriend, I felt we were both excited about this at some point and wonder if I should force myself to let go of this. Me, I dismiss it, sorry. I think you should, or else you will keep picturing another girl when you imagine me and it will only get stronger. You will transition from wanting it to expecting it. That is how fantasies work. Me and my limited experience. My boyfriend. Me, I'm just being completely honest with you. My boyfriend, what made you change so abruptly today? My boyfriend, was it the screenshots of the conversation with Madison? I am terribly sorry about those and was trying to be transparent with you. My boyfriend, I understand what I did wrong. Me, maybe, they made it seem more real somehow, but meeting her in real life would have been even worse. If you remember, this isn't the first time I had reservations, and you told me then that you would still like me even if I didn't want to do this at all. My boyfriend, yes. My boyfriend, I think I would have been happier if we decided it was not right after meeting her or anyone in real life rather than through some unreal chat situation I created. Now I just feel foolish. My boyfriend, but it's okay. Me, I'm sorry. My boyfriend, I mean I completely understand your perspective. Me, I think you're right, but chatting was necessary to gauge the situation, and I would feel even more cruel rejecting her in person. I want her to understand it's not her, it's the situation. Me, don't feel foolish. My boyfriend, I mean I can't help but feel disappointed at how we went from. I like the idea of you ordering the two of us around an hour ago to this will never happen. My boyfriend, you wouldn't reject her face to face. We have a coffee, then discuss at home what we felt the experience was like. I was never planning to rush anything, even if the chat sounded like it, and that was my mistake. My boyfriend, anyway, I will be fortunate to get an hour of sleep. My boyfriend, thank you for being open with your feelings. Me, I'm sorry for being like that. I think I was just warm to the idea of you commanding me, but I said us because that was what we were discussing then. I'm just very confused about how I feel, especially about you. I hope you can sleep. My boyfriend, what about me? Me, I don't know. I mean, I want to make you happy, but not at the expense of abandoning my own happiness by seeing you with another girl and buying her a collar and all that. My boyfriend, I would not buy her a collar or anything like that. My boyfriend, I would tell her sorry, collars are only for my name, she came here first. My boyfriend, but you can have this lollipop. Me, it's not going to happen, at least not with me, I am very sorry. Me, I would cry seeing it. Me, it would be a disaster. Me, how would you feel if you saw me with another man? Well, maybe I'm not supposed to feel that way about you because that is different. I don't care, it doesn't feel different. My boyfriend, I guess I wish at least we would have reached the coffee stage. Then I would have felt we did something together. Now I just feel like an idiot who spent his time chatting from a million miles away on a ridiculous fantasy. Me, we did do something, we looked for girls. I'm sorry you feel like an idiot, I feel that way too. Me, we can feel like idiots together. My boyfriend. My boyfriend, I do not even know if I would be intimate with this girl. My boyfriend, I received a message from a girl on OkCupid who said in her profile she was a virgin and will remain so until marriage. Me, I do not want to meet any girls. I'm sorry I'm not enough for you. My boyfriend, I was visualizing both of us meeting her for coffee or perhaps watching a movie together and holding your hand, thinking how naughty we are for having found a girl together. Me, I wish I were enough for you. My boyfriend, I guess that was the big attraction of the fantasy. My boyfriend, you are. My boyfriend, I am just trying to make sense of this and maybe digest it, sorry. My boyfriend, you are enough for me. Me, I hope so, I should probably let you sleep. My boyfriend, are you crying? Me, yes. Me, but it's okay. My boyfriend, this is terrible, I want you here. Me, I want to be there. Me, or for you to be here. My boyfriend, I will need some time to get over this. My boyfriend, I know for you, it all happened in the past couple of hours, but I will need my time to grieve. My boyfriend, I still like you a lot, but I will need to grieve, that's all. Me, to grieve your fantasy. My boyfriend, yes, the fantasy. My boyfriend, the fantasy has died. My boyfriend, I have to grieve. Me, wow, okay. Me, will there be a funeral? My boyfriend, I don't know. My boyfriend, it was an unexpected loss. My boyfriend, she was happy in her apartment talking over the phone, and suddenly bam, she's gone. My boyfriend axed in the head. My boyfriend, ha ha ha. Me had a ha ha, oh my gosh. Me, it wasn't an axe though, it was an ice pick. Me, not that I know anything about that. Me, oh, it's not like I was there. My boyfriend, I am very disappointed, and I am surprised at how much I let this get into my head. My boyfriend, I will probably need some time to let it go. My boyfriend, is that okay? Me, yes, of course. My boyfriend, I like you, but I can't let go of this. My boyfriend, it sucks. My boyfriend, not because every time I think of you I imagine a second girl. That is not true. My boyfriend, in fact, it was really hard for me to picture you at all with Madison. My boyfriend, but because of the entire naughty thing that we were doing together as a fantasy. My boyfriend, even though Madison was never the one. My boyfriend, but I thought it was adorable to text other girls together and keep it alive. My boyfriend, I would have been perfectly fine if you told me you do not like Madison or you do not like anything I said. My boyfriend, but just saying this will never, ever happen under any circumstance is very difficult for me. My boyfriend, I was happy working as a team with you on this. Me, what do you mean you can't let go of it? My boyfriend, the ice pick scratched me a little bit too. Me, I was joking. Me, the ice pick thing was just something I randomly thought of. My boyfriend, I mean, I can't let go of that fantasy we had together so easily. My boyfriend, it is not like I turn off a switch and it goes away. Me, is this an ultimatum? My boyfriend, no. My boyfriend, what would be the fun in forcing you to do something? My boyfriend, I liked it when we were both excited about it. My boyfriend, or at least curious about it. My boyfriend, I cannot regain that excitement with an ultimatum. My boyfriend. Me, I was curious and then it felt utterly wrong. It's not for me and I am sorry, but I cannot compel myself to feel a certain way. Me, I cannot turn feelings on or off either. I wish I could, but that would make everything so much easier. But I would be miserable. My boyfriend, I can remove Madison from the picture, and we can start anew with different terms. My boyfriend, I still want you to be my partner in crime. My boyfriend, are you ending this 100%? Me, yes I am, I apologize. My boyfriend. Me, I hate that you feel bad, but I cannot fix it. I am so sorry, you sounded very sad. Me, when I was talking to you on the phone earlier, it was almost like you were present, even if just a little bit, and I want that so badly I cannot bear it. Me, I do not know what I am saying anymore. Why do you make me feel like this? Me, I miss you. Story 2. My ex called to discuss his relationship with the girl he cheated on me with. He admitted he'd been lining up a new girl while we were together. After hearing him blame her for his problems, I realized, I am done. Can you believe his nerve? I am 23 years old, my ex-boyfriend is 25, and we were in a relationship for 4 years before breaking up over the summer. I have since begun dating my current partner, who is 24 years old. I will refer to my ex-boyfriend as John, his ex-girlfriend as Jane, and my current partner as Sam. The day after Valentine's Day, I received a message from John asking if I would be willing to have a phone conversation. Since we had not really been on speaking terms and I felt quite anxious about talking to him, I was reluctant to agree. Therefore, I inquired about the reason he wanted to talk. He explained that he had recently exited a very emotionally volatile relationship and that his ex-girlfriend Jane portrayed him as a controlling, toxic, abusive person she could not wait to remove from her life. He sought to know if I felt the same way about him, and if so, how he could attempt to amend his behavior. I anticipated that the conversation would likely involve me providing emotional support and practicing empathy, but I also thought it would be an opportunity for me to express how poorly he had treated me. As some background, we met at the end of 2020 after my father passed away quite unexpectedly and traumatically. At that time, I was 18 years old, and my father took his own life during quarantine with my sister, my mother, and me in the house. Naturally, this had significant effects on my mental health, leading me to withdraw from college only a month after enrolling. I began working full-time and meeting people on dating websites. Aside from our mutual interest in music, John and I did not share many interests, and for the first 6 to 8 months of our relationship, we argued almost daily. He accused me of dressing too provocatively, seeking male attention, emotionally cheating on him with close, long-term friends, and many other things. Being my first serious relationship, I thought to myself that he must be correct. I complied with his requests to address my perceived shortcomings as a partner. Shortly thereafter, my close friends distanced themselves from me, deeming me an emotional burden. They claimed I could not always be the center of attention and asserted that my grief over my father was apparently not fading quickly enough for me to be a pleasant person to be around. That may have been true, but what was even more painful was that my ex-friends shared their negative opinions about me with numerous people in our small town, detailing everything I had done wrong. Almost everyone I might have wanted to befriend had already been informed of why I did not deserve companionship. At that time, I had a poor relationship with my mother, leaving John as my only source of support. Approximately 2 years following my father's death, John's mother passed away just as unexpectedly. It was due to a sudden cardiac event. I will not delve into the specifics out of respect for the situation, but I truly put in a great deal of effort to support John through his grief, given my own experiences with loss. That was all well and good, and even though our relationship was deteriorating toward the end, I at least felt we were life partners in some form. However, it turns out that John told me over the phone this weekend that for several months prior to our breakup, he had been flirting with other girls and had eventually downloaded a dating application, starting to see someone while we were still living together. I was genuinely shocked. We had discussed many times over the years that if someone felt the desire to cheat, they should simply end the relationship, as we clearly did not need to be together anymore. But no. He, by his own admission during our call, was looking to establish a new girlfriend before ending things with me so he would not have to face being alone. In my opinion, the primary reason he wanted to reach out was that he was finally confronting the consequences of how he had treated the girl he cheated on me with, Jane. He could not accept that he had utterly ruined his relationship with her due to his alcoholism and narcissistic behavior. Thus, he called me to seek reassurance that the failure of the relationship was her fault, not his. However, that is not what I told him. The things he mentioned Jane said about his treatment of her felt eerily similar, right down to the insults he used against her, which left me feeling paralyzed. Our phone conversation morphed into a discussion about him processing his feelings about the breakup, alongside a detailed timeline of precisely when and how he cheated on me before ending our relationship. He admitted that any time he and Jane had a disagreement, he threatened self-harm to prevent her from leaving him. I simply sat and listened for about 40 minutes as he recounted each instance of abuse he inflicted on her, realizing in that moment that he had done all of those things and more to me. After that conversation, I promised him I would help him in multiple ways because of the frequency with which he had threatened self-harm if he did not have someone, whether it was Jane or myself, in his life. Given the circumstances surrounding my father's passing, self-harm is very triggering for me, and it effectively ensnared me into facing his problems once again. I even told him I would watch his pet during his spring break. That was this past weekend. Fast forward to after discussing the matter with my current partner, my friends, my therapist, my coworkers, and my family, I ultimately decided to reject the idea of allowing myself to fall for his manipulation again. I texted John and informed him of my decision. Consequently, he called me again. This time, the conversation revolved around him complaining about what Jane had said regarding him, expressing regret over being truthful about his infidelity, and repeatedly questioning my choice to exclude him from my life. It felt as though he was not truly listening to what I was saying. I tried various approaches. I explained how angry everyone in my life would be if I permitted him back into my life. I conveyed that it would be an overwhelming emotional burden for me to maintain any form of friendship with him. I reiterated that regardless of whether or not he had cheated on me, he made the choice to end our relationship and must accept that decision. I informed him that he never deserved to be with someone as forgiving and loving as I am. I expressed that it felt like cheating to communicate with him while I was in a relationship with my current partner. I mentioned that my therapist advised me against reopening that door as it would be self-destructive, yet he refused to acknowledge any of it. My partner Sam overheard the conclusion of the phone call after arriving at my place following his work shift. He had to implore me to end the call and stop putting myself through unnecessary distress. I had never witnessed him so enraged on my behalf. I had somewhat blacked out when John began bringing up my father, but Sam later informed me that John had a lot to say about how my grief translated into emotionally cheating on him with friends. I could hardly believe it. He also asserted that I had never felt as alone as he was feeling at that moment, which I found to be particularly hypocritical. In any case, it has been an incredibly eventful week. My birthday occurred this week as well, which added to the chaos. And I cannot help but reflect on how I allowed such a detrimental person to dominate my life for 4 years. I will be requesting a welfare check on him and notifying his family of the situation to fulfill my responsibility, ensuring that I do not carry that burden for the rest of my life. But beyond that, I will not maintain any further relationship with him. I am relieved to see that Jane has also decided to distance herself from him and has chosen to confront the consequences of his actions. I apologize if this is a convoluted account, and please let me know if any clarification is required.